Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As always, I am Rich here, going to talk again today about Terra Luna. Just a short video, but before I get into that, I want to thank everyone who became a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Okay, so looking today at Terra Luna's price, the price is down a little bit from yesterday, but am I worried? No. I really don't have a whole lot invested. Like right now, I think for like $5 you could get 15,000 Luna. So it's not really a gamble at this point. It's kind of like throw the money in and hope for the best. But what I want to get into is the reason I bought. And this is why. Because with any crypto, when there's blood in the streets, you want to buy. And why? Because you're thinking, hey, everybody else is out. I got to get in and hope for the best. I mean, anyone who doesn't want to buy into Luna right now has got to either be like, okay, it's not a good investment, or I don't even want to give $1 away. But for $5, I mean, you're getting 15,000 Luna. If it goes back to $100, you have $1.5 million off of a $5 investment. I mean, it's kind of like just do it and hope for the best. Okay, so will crypto recover? A lot of people are saying no, and a lot of people are saying, well, there's hope out there, and a lot of other people, analysts, are saying there's no future in it. But I believe in the project, not so much the project, the CEO. I mean, a lot of people say what he's saying is scammy, but do we really feel that way? I mean, if think about it, if you started something, a business of any kind, you're going to put your heart and soul into it. And I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to want to try to bring it back as quick as possible, but I think it's a long-term hold. And then yesterday we had a 600% gain on Luna. I think, that gave a lot of people hope in the project again. And maybe they thought, well, it's a cheap, easy investment. Let's just go with it and see what happens. The worst thing is you don't go in and you miss out on huge gains. So, worst case scenario, you lose $5. Best case scenario, you make $1.5 million. So, that's the choice. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I like to take risks. Anything in crypto is a risk. I mean, most stable coins now are being considered a risk because of what happened. But we'll get into that later in this video, what I think is the real problem behind all of this. Anyway, what does it mean for other coins? Well, other cryptos, this is the bad part of it. Other cryptos went down in value, pushing a lot of new investors out, I believe. Uh, because think about it. You got into crypto, say you got in a week ago, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, this is terrible. Everything's down. The problem is you just got in at the wrong time. If you would have got in a long time ago, you could sit back and say, well, it's just another drop. Well, it's just this. I mean, I know it's not going to zero. A new investor doesn't know that. A new investor sees all the money they just put in disappear in a few days. And they're like, wow. Or they didn't lose every cent, they just lost a whole lot of value. So they're like, I'm out. I'm done with crypto. That's it for me. Let's get back to stablecoins. There's a lot of stablecoins out there that I like USD coin because USD coin to me seems the most stable. Tether, not so much. But when I cash out my crypto, like say for instance, I'm ready to take profit. We went on our bull run. We're at new all-time highs, and I want to take some money out. Where am I going to take that money out to? Well, I'm going to take it out to the USD coin because that's my favorite stable coin. And but say this happened with USD. Say for instance, all of a sudden, USD is only worth 60 cents and you just put all your money into it. That's kind of what happened with Tether. And that's what caused Luna to crash so hard. And Tether to me has always been a problem. And this is why. They back Bitcoin. So every time Bitcoin is starting to drop in price, they print or mint a whole bunch of new Tether. Then what happens? The price goes up. But say, for instance, Tether crashed, and now all of a sudden, it's not worth what it used to be worth, or it just totally crashed to zero. I believe Bitcoin would go up in price. Why? Because everybody would take their Tether, whatever they have left, and throw it right into Bitcoin, and it would push the price to new all time highs. Or they push it to other coins, and they move up to new all time highs. Because I think Tether kind of holds the money. It's not the fact that, okay, here's Tether, here's Bitcoin. They have to mint Tether to push the price of Bitcoin up. But now Tether's worthless. So the money, instead of going into Tether, goes right into Bitcoin. I think that would push Bitcoin to probably 100K, like nothing. Because look how fast it moves just when there's Tether printed. Now, here's the problem we have too. Think about it. With money going into money being printed, the way they print Tether, it becomes worthless when there's too much and it causes inflation. It's like, take a look at your gas prices right now. Take a look at food prices right now. Take a look at really anything. Shortages here. Everything else is a problem. But the big one is gas. Because we all know you got to drive. You got to go from point A to point B. You got to go from the store to home. You got to go from home to work. You got to go from work to home. So gas is the one that everybody sees first. Food is probably second on the list because we all got to eat. But too much of something always causes it to drop in value. And I don't think we actually seen the true inflation yet. I mean, we printed trillions and trillions of dollars. And that money's just kind of sitting around now. So it's pushing the price of everything else up. And I feel that's how Tether is right now. Tether is in a place where there's too much of it. And it doesn't seem like there's no end to minting it. And I think that's going to be a problem down the road. I don't think we've seen those problems yet. I think the SEC, instead of worrying about XRP, needs to take a good look at Tether. But everything like that always seems to get like a pass by the SEC, but of course XRP didn't. But I think that's something for them to look at. Now, here's the problem with Tether, and a lot of people will dismiss this as far as this article says. But I believe that USDT has always been propping up Bitcoin. And as long as it's propping it up, Bitcoin is safe. But I think if it wasn't propping it up, Bitcoin would actually become worth more. And that's why I think that Tether is going to see problems in the future. I don't think Bitcoin's so much going to see those problems, though. And I'm not a Bitcoin maxi at all. I mean, I don't like Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of people out there do. And a lot of people think it's the greatest thing ever. I'm more of an XRP altcoin kind of person. I like to go in and buy, 1,000 of this coin or 1,000 of that coin, and I like to take risks. Do I think Bitcoin is a risk? Of course it is. If this could happen to Luna, it could happen to other coins also. And a lot of people will say, nope, that'll never happen. But I'm sure the people who were investing in Luna said, this is never going to happen. This is a stable coin. Bitcoin is not even a stable coin. And that's why I'm saying it could happen to anything. We don't know. We don't know what the future holds. But I bought more Terra today, and I'll probably buy more later on today because at this price, I mean, it's almost a steal. I mean, think about it. It's no major risk. I'm not buying, $1,000 worth of it or $100 worth of it. I'm buying like $5 here, $5 there, because I feel that at some point this whole project is going to get rescued, and I believe Luna will once again become a great coin. And that's my opinion on Luna for today. Thank you all again for watching my videos and subscribing. And I hope the channel grows. I will get better at making videos. I'm kind of still new at this. And I just want to thank you all for being here. Have a great day and hodl on.